and it's pretty big. And I think it's right here. And yep, I think that's a big old male. Hey everybody, welcome back to Florida Exotic. We're out here. What we're going to do today is we're going to move. This was our Tret breeder tank, and I think there's only one fish left in here. I don't know what happened to the other one. It could have jumped out. It could have been smacked around. Something happened. We never noticed any, but I've only seen one fish out here. So, and it's a real big one. I think it's a male.
Yeah,
So,
I just saw him back up under that structure.
Yeah, so I'm going to, what we're going to do is we're going to move this structure to another tank, set it up, and then I'm going to move. Over here I have about 12 Trets over there, young ones, and I'm going to set it up for a trio. Hope to pick a trio out and get them set up, because breeder season, summertime, is getting warmed up, is going on right now. And I want to make sure, you know, sometimes we don't see, a lot of these fish, you don't necessarily see them every day because they're hiding. And they might be breeding and they're not hanging out in the open. So we always want to make sure there's no use having a breeder tank if we don't have a male and a female in there. So that's what I think's going on, is that we've lost one of the fish. Because I've only seen one in here the last couple times I've fed, and it's pretty big. And I think it's right here. And yep, I think that's a big old male. And he probably was not happy or whatever, but now he's not around anymore. Maybe the females are. That could be a female, but I don't have I know I don't have on the farm anything big enough to go with it. So I'm pretty much going to go for, now it's just a pile of junk. When I say junk, I mean it's just piled up haphazard, like they might, you know, use caves, etc. in the Lake Tanganyika. Neolamprologus tretocephalus, by the way. So I'm going to go over here, and I've been watching these guys, and I know there's a male over here. If you look down there, see the bigger fish? He's got his gills all flared up. He's going to push those fish around and stuff. I think he's the dominant fish in there. And I'm going to try, hopefully, I'm going to have males and females in here. Now this is a tank, we refer to this as a aquarium. Why is that? Well, there's everything in here. Oftentimes, a tank will get down where we don't have enough fish in it, we don't have anywhere to put them. Somehow we end up throwing them somewhere. Pretty soon up there in the corner, there's haps up there. I'm looking in here. There's a red modus in here. It looks like there's some boops in here. Watch your hand. It looks like there's some Julies in here. So it's an aquarium. And what we'll do is eventually I'll say, you know, we can't just stay here. So I'm going to sell it. So we'll just tell one of our customers, hey, we're selling an aquarium. They know what we're talking about. And I'm just going to say there's 24 fish in there. And then they'll take it. Give them a good deal on it. That's a nice little female. Okay. These are boops. Bo-ops, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, there's even a multi-cat down there.
Oh, I know, and I got to get it out of here because these guys, we don't normally use this net for them. Because as soon as you touch them, they do that with their fins. Every fin, they spread it out, and they'll get hung up in the net, and then you got to go get a little pair of scissors and cut the net, and uh-oh. and it's a real pain. Got pseudo-deeps in here. Got lalupis in here. Here's a nice Congo ret. And Tony may want this for his female, for his breeders. Nice ret. Beautiful.
Good nose in his mouth like that.
Yeah, this little male. Look at the teeth on. Oh, these are these are biparentals. Look at the teeth on that thing. Little guy. I don't want to mess with it. Now, let's see what I got here. Little male. I got one male, one female. And these are kind of a perfect size to another female. Now let's see. Kind of a perfect size. Ooh, another female. So that's my trio right there. The Julie. So it's like, here's a little, even here, in here, somebody's been breeding. That's probably a little Julie that was up under the, this was born in here, this was not, but they're not going to make it in here. There's too many other fish, you're going to smack them. So now I'm going to take these over, and I'm going to put them in the tank. And then I'm thinking about, if I can find them, I'm going to set up 2 tanks and just hope for both tanks to breed. Now, when these guys breed, they could pump out 300 or 400 babies at a time. So hopefully they will do their thing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down here just a little bit of structure, just this flower pot, in case one of them does get shoved away. It'll have a place to come hang out. And if we notice that there's one fish hanging there and 2 hanging there, we'll catch that fish and get it out of there before it gets smacked around. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull this structure out and then see if I can find another trio. If I can't find a trio, maybe I'll find a pair. But whatever it is, I want 2 of these tanks going. Now these things are, in my experience with Trets, Gold Sex fasciatus, they will start breeding, and they'll breed 1 or 2 times, and they may quit for 6 months. I don't know what goes on, but they do that. That's kind of common amongst Tanganyikan fish. And they're also very finicky when you take their babies away. Oftentimes, when you do that, it can cause a problem. And one of them might, people say, well, they blame the other one for eating the babies. Well, I don't know if I'm giving them that much brain power. But they know something changed, and maybe they just decide the other one has to die. Again, set this up here, and nice little caves. And hopefully we're going to have, and I was correct, there's only 1 fish left in here. Now I'm going to take that in and sell it to one of my customers. So let me go over here and see if I can find another trio. If I can't, I guarantee I'll find something to put in there to breed. In fact, I got some wild Bouchardis that have been spawning over here, but they really can't do a good job because there's too many of them in there. But they've kind of loaded the tank up anyway. Okay, let me see what I got here. This guy, I think this is the dominant male that's been shoving everybody around. Yep. I'm going to see what these smaller guys are, because he might be a problem child for these other guys. He's pretty aggressive. Okay. But if he has to go over, he'll go over. It's another male. No, that's a female. And this guy, what is it? I don't think that's going to be a female. So we'll take them over, see what happens. And hopefully, I'm going to take this, just take this like this. I know he's ready to go. And we'll see what happens. And we'll put him in here, put them in here. And then I'm going to find something to put down in this corner here in case he shoves these other guys out. So they'll have somewhere to hide out. But that's setting up Trets. Now you can set up almost all you can set Julies up like this. You can set your daffodils, your Burchardes. We don't do Compresseps or Calvus like this, but these other fish like the different levels of structure, so they can get in there and breed, and then guard their babies. And one of them will probably stay out front here and on guard in case something comes around. But anyway, that's how we do our Trets. We're hoping that maybe 2 or 3 months from now they'll have spawned and we'll have some babies. So thank you very much. Be sure to subscribe, like us, and share us.